Hi, I'm Brenda Quintana, and today I'm going to show you how to make these darling Santa's drawers. They actually work. These are 2x2 single drawers, and they come out. And this one is a 4x2 inch drawer, and it also works. So you can put a cute little holiday gift inside of here. Okay, let's get started. You need to start off with a piece of cardstock that is 12x12. You're going to score at the 2-inch mark, the 4-inch mark, the 8-inch mark, and the 10-inch mark. Now you're going to turn your cardstock a quarter turn or 90 degrees, and you're going to do the exact same measurements. The 2-inch mark, the 4-inch mark, the 8-inch mark, and the 10-inch mark. If you don't have a Scor-Pal, you're just going to do the same measurements on your scoring device. Now you are going to also score at the 6-inch mark, but the 6-inch mark you're just going to score down to the first score line. So you're going to take your score tool and you're going to move it just down till you hit the first score line right here. Now turn your cardstock 180. So that's 2 turns. The score mark you just made is down here at the bottom now, and you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And you're going to put your score tool in the 6-inch groove, and you're just going to come down till you hit the first score line. Now what you need to do is you need to cut off the corner squares and the squares that are next to the corner square. So here's a corner square, and this one, and then this one. And you're going to do that on all 4 sides. Cut off all 3 squares on all 4 sides. When you're done, you're going to have something that looks like this. Okay, where all 3 squares are cut off on the corners. And the next thing you need to do, I've already done this, but I'm going to show you, you need to cut up along the score mark till you hit the first score line. You're going to do this here, you're going to do it here, and you're going to flip it 180, and you're going to do it here and here. Take note that my 6-inch score lines are over here now, okay? So I'm cutting on the side where I don't have the 6-inch score lines, those funny short scores that we just made. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to cut a little slot at the 6-inch score mark. And I'm going to make it a little bit wider than the score mark itself. So I'm just going to cut along on one side of the score mark and cut along the other side of that score mark. I'm just going to pull it up. It's this little tiny piece of cardstock, and give it a little nip. Do the same thing on the other side. Just cut on either side the score mark and get that little piece and then nip it off. I think that will make it easier for you to fold your cardstock together. Is we're going to take off a little piece of the cardstock, and I'm just going to mark where I'm going to do it. Here are my slots, and we're going to take off a piece here, a piece here, piece here, and a piece here. I'm marking these with white crayon so that you can see them. I'm just going to take off maybe 1/8 of an inch. Just cut along there. This will just help your drawer fold together better. You don't have to do this step, but it just comes together a little bit better in the end if you do. Okay, and just one more. Okay, now you are ready with the drawer base, but we still have to build the drawer shelf. So for the drawer shelf, you need to start off with a piece of 8x8 cardstock. And for this piece, you're going to score at the 2-inch mark, at the 4-inch mark, and at the 6-inch mark. And you're going to rotate it a quarter turn or 90 degrees, and you're going to score at 2 inches and 6 inches. Okay. On this piece, you need to cut off the 4 corner squares. Okay, just the corner square. And then when you're done, you're going to have a piece that looks like this with the 4 corner squares cut off. Now, on one of the sides, you're going to see that there's a score mark going all the way across it. We are going to cut a little slot, kind of like we did on the last piece. We're just going to cut up to the first score mark, and again, I'm going to make it a little bit wider than my score line, and I'm going to have this little piece. I'm just going to cut it off. A little bit wider than the score mark. Just cut on either side of it, and then just going to pull it up and off. Okay, now your drawer shelf piece is ready to go. Now we're going to take the drawer base and we're going to fold in on all of the score marks. Some of these will actually be folded in a different direction. I just want the creases to kind of get going. Let's set this up so that it's ready to place inside the drawer shelf. So we're going to take the middle score mark and we're going to fold it up like this, and then we're going to bring these over on the side like so. Okay, and this is going to fit in the drawer shelf. So if you have it like this, you're ready to grab it and put it on the inside. Let's set this aside. Now we're going to take the drawer shelf. We're also going to fold this in on all the score lines. Okay, now let's orient our cardstock so that the slots are over here. Now we're going to take in the left and the right side, and we're going to cross them over like this. Bend these back so you can see better. I'm going to bring the top, I'm going to bring it down and fold it over. To hold it in place for a moment, I'm just going to use paper clips. Later on you can use adhesive, but I think it's a good idea to fold it together once without any adhesive. Now take your drawer shelf, and you've got it grasped by the middle. Take these little pieces, you're going to slide it in like this, okay? You can see how it's kind of sitting in there. Then you're going to take down this left side and fold it over. I'm going to clip this for a moment too, and then fold the other side, and then this side here, and then this one over here. Now the drawer shelf is pretty secure in place. Then you're going to bring these bottom 2 flaps over like this and fold this in like this. Okay, now this is probably sitting pretty securely. Now you can move the clips away, and there you go. You are now ready to build your drawers to put inside the drawer shelf.